to the Man Cave Podcast, episode 7.
Episode
with Dan
7?
and D.
I'm Dan, y'all. What's up?
And I be that man D.
Hey, man, it's happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there, everybody watching. Hopefully there's about 3 of you. It's Thursday, November 26th, 2020. This year, COVID. We did a show a little day late today, man. We got a little behind. I got busy with a couple things, but we're back. We're going to lay down some Buckeye action. We got some NFL action from last week, AFC North, couple extra side games for you. We got Badass or Bust. We got our picks for the week.
Yes, sir. And then we're even going to do a little Thanksgiving Day games for you.
Yeah, they're going on right now, so we're definitely looking forward to that, man. Well, Buckeyes in Indiana.
Let's kick it off. OH!
I-O, baby. Let's go, man. Ohio State and Indiana played last Saturday. They pulled one off. 42 to 35. Yeah, man, it was really scary. Yeah. Fields, 18 for 30, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. However,
even though he had a tough game.
He did. We're not used to seeing that out of him.
Like you said, 3 picks. I kind of cut you off, my bad.
Oh, you're good, brother.
Yeah, but he did start it off with 2 really big plays. One of them being a 65-yard pass to Wilson, which
that was the second play of the game.
That one was the first on the drive. I'm not sure if it was the you said the first of the game or whatever, but then he threw it right back to Wilson for the touchdown. So that took us up, and then what do you know? Then comes Fields' first interception.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Definitely as Buckeye fans,
Really
we're not used to seeing that from him, especially this year. But, hey, people have bad games.
The other thing is the running game got looking really good. I think Trey Sermon came out and he was showing out this game. He was showing why he wanted to come here and why he is second to Master Teague. But, I mean, them two, they carried the load. There was a 41-yard touchdown run by Master Teague that was in the first half. It was beautiful.
Master Teague, yeah, man.
It was beautiful.
26 carries, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns to finish the game. I think the Buckeyes have their guy.
I think they do too.
What do you feel about, all right, I like that they split time a little bit, but at the same time, I kind of think that Teague just needs to be the guy.
I do think that they should give it to him because he's actually been more consistent. Like you said a couple episodes ago, you think that Trey Sermon has been off to a rough start because he had that injury last year when he was playing there in Oklahoma. But I mean, until he shows that he's worthy of getting more yards, I think that Teague should get the bulk of the carries.
Absolutely. He's been sitting for 2 years? He's on his 3rd year now at Ohio State. He's finally getting the time to shine. Shaved his head all shiny just for the Buckeyes.
Ooh, he's up there.
He's got to look like old Dane over there.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you I think we got the best receiving core in college. We got Garrett Wilson, 7 catches, 169 yards.
I don't know if we're the best, but I'd say that we are up there. We are at least top 2 or top 3. I don't know who might have more than we do, but I mean, the one thing though is we don't have a big body go up there and fight off whoever for it, but we do have those guys who are quick, shifty, and know how to open up. We don't have, I'd say, like a Michael Thomas type on our team.
We don't have somebody maybe that size and stature, but Olave, I think, is our go up and get him guy, and I think Garrett Wilson's he's more of our slot. He's our speed guy.
He's our big play guy. I know what you mean by Olave can fight for those balls.
Mind you, one of his picks was him going up against that cornerback, and it ball bounced around a couple times. Didn't the lineman pick it off?
I think so. Yeah, he had 2 interceptions in the first half. The thing that I had an issue with was that when he was getting sacked, he kept just throwing it up there, and sometimes to just nobody except for a defender. But my other thing that I was not too happy with was when we were down there in the red zone, and I think we were going for it on a 4th down. he's just running, and he's getting sacked, and he just flings it out there to one of the tight ends, and he should have.
You talking about when he was going down and he just launched it across his body in the middle of the field?
No. They were like they weren't too much more further than like me and you.
Okay.
But he just like throws it, and he throws it over his head. I was not too happy with most of his stuff that was going on, but I think he was rattled because our O-line and parts of the first half, but I seen it a lot more in the second half.
Oh man,
they were just like opening up, and they could not stop the rush, man.
We're up 35-7 people at one point.
Yeah.
And we let Indiana come back on us. We let their quarterback throw 490 yards against us.
That's
I think that's
something
the
that
third
I think
most
we need to talk
ever.
about. That's something that we need to talk about. I am not happy at all with the two Marcuses, Marcus Hooker and Marcus Williamson. Those two are atrocious. They do not deserve to be starters until they can prove it, because they're first-year starters. We don't have a Jeff Okudah or a Fuller on our team this year. We're missing them big time. And the frustration, in my opinion, that comes from not just the defense, but also the offense, is that we only scored on offense one time on the first drive in the second half. It was ugly. It was horrible.
Bro, they sacked us 5 times.
Yeah.
They sacked Justin Fields 5 times, people.
And it would have been more if he would have actually went down instead of throwing those interceptions.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's like he was actually kind of nervous, man.
I think he was.
Bad decisions.
Yeah, he threw one interception to Jamar Johnson. He threw, that was, I think, the third one. And, I mean, it was his worst game. He had 5, and, you know, like I said, that offensive line was terrible. The only really big standout for the defense was Warner, Tough, and Brown.
Who?
Tough.
Who?
Tough. 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 Tough.
Yeah, man, him and Warner definitely did it for us. I don't know why
yeah.
Warner got rid of his eye black, but that's all right, man. You're still a beast. We love you.
Yeah, dude. They were the standouts. They were the ones that showed up and actually were willing to play on the defense. The thing is like, you seen it. There was this one play where the middle of the field was just open, and I'm not sure if it was. I think it was Fulger. He's running down the middle of the field, and Marcus Hooker just steps forward for some reason, and Penix just throws it over the top of him, and he was outstanding this game, man. He was.
Oh, he was absolutely. Penix was outstanding.
Penix.
That who's that receiver that he had? I had it written down on my old sheet, but I lost.
There's
Freifogel.
Freifogel.
That dude had 200 and something yards and 3 touchdowns, man.
And there was another one is Fillier.
There's a lot of players in this game, people, that like, all right, Buckeyes missing this guy, we lose the game. We don't get that pick 6 from Sean Wade, we lose that game.
I think so.
If the game goes another 10 minutes, does Indiana beat Ohio State? Who knows, man?
I don't know.
It's not looking good.
But like you said, that was the difference maker. Was that
Freifogel?
No, that Sean Wade pick.
Oh, absolutely. Especially since he's been completely silent all year.
Well, he got made to look stupid. At least, like, what was that? The last 2 games?
Oh, yeah. Penn State's guy and then Rutgers guy. Yeah.
Yeah, they made him look stupid. But, I mean, Fillier and Freifogel, they were outstanding for them. Marshall for Indiana made a couple nice little plays, but you know, and then there was a couple. There was one bullshit defensive pass interference that was called on Sean Wade, where it should have went the other way because he like kind of stiff armed him and shoved off. And I don't know if he still caught it,
right,
or whatever. But like that was stupid. They were trying to help them out a little bit.
There was a couple bad calls. I would agree with that.
Yeah, there was that, but A lot of it was that secondary. That secondary is terrible.
And hopefully we see a big difference coming noon Saturday when we get to match up against Illinois.
But here's my other interesting part that I'm going to make towards you. I don't know if we put this on the defensive coordinator, if we put this on Ryan Day. Why didn't they change up our defensive scheme? We were playing one safety deep and having the strong safety play up on the line. Why? They weren't running on us. They had like next to no rushing yards on us at all.
Correct.
It was all passing.
And we even knew that. And they still put almost...
with Williamson and Hooker having two horrible back-to-back games because of stupid decision-making on them, freelancing out there. You know, Marcus Hooker is not Malik Hooker. He cannot do stuff like that, in my opinion.
Hey, he's got something to work for, though.
I mean, I get that, but why wouldn't you change up the defensive scheme? Why wouldn't you have put another safety back or taken out one of the linebackers and put in a second corner? Why wouldn't you have done that?
Because if it was that easy to just make that transition, then one of us would be out there doing that.
I mean, I get that, but I mean, what, when we play Illinois, are they just going to say, okay, I understand?
I don't think Ohio State, actually, we weren't consistently getting beat. It was like, all right, boom, 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 big play, boom, 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 big play, boom, 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 big play. And it's hard to do that when they're not consistently pounding the ball on us. You know. I mean, they were making good plays. It was the big plays that were killing us.
I get that. I really do. But
and I think that'll get fixed this week.
I do get that because Ryan Day even said, is it personnel, is it plays, or is it the scheme, or is it coaching? That's what he said. In my opinion, I think it's a bit of coaching and a bit of the personnel. Because as I've pointed out, and as you've pointed out, you know, it was the big plays that were going on because they weren't moving the ball really at all in the first half. It was second half
28-7 in the first half. We're like, oh, blowout. Here we go.
Yeah, towards the middle of the third quarter, they just started, you know, scheming a guy open, doing like a little pick play, hitting somebody, and then boom, they're gone. Or as I pointed out, you know, Freifogel was running up the middle of the field, and he just wings it over Hooker's head. I mean, is that what Illinois is going to do when we play them on Saturday? Are they going to say, okay, we can't run on this team because their front seven is really good and can stop the run? So are we just going to run verticals? Are we going to scheme somebody open, do a double move on Wilson who can't cover shit and get this guy open and him just run for a touchdown? Because they changed out their quarterback for Illinois. They put in somebody else because the other guy was just a runner.
I hope they come out with a heavy passing attack against us, and I hope that we play good against it. Illinois doesn't have nearly the passing attack that Indiana does. However, moving forward, there's still... I hope they come out and throw the ball. And they know that Indiana can't run the ball against us. So
no, they can't. Nobody can run against us.
No.
Browning, Tuff, and Warner are amazing. Warner made that amazing hit. Warner made a couple amazing plays. And Browning hit that dude and he fumbled the ball right there in the end zone. Or in the red zone, not the end zone. But, I mean, as I've alluded to, you know, Illinois, we play them on Saturday. How are you thinking that that's going to go?
Like I was just saying, Illinois is nowhere near the matchup that we are. They got blown out by Wisconsin. They got beat by Purdue. They got beat by Minnesota. All three are terrible.
But they made personnel change. They have.
They have. And they beat Rutgers by 7, and they beat Nebraska by 18, actually. So, Scott Frost, you suck again. But, I don't know. Memorial Stadium, it's going to be empty. 2-3 Illinois. I like our chances.
I do, too. What are you thinking that it's going to look like?
Score-wise?
Yes.
After the game Fields had last week, I think he's going to come out and have something to prove to or think he has something to prove. Dude, you have nothing to prove to us. You're amazing. But,
no, you don't.
I don't know. I'm going somewhere like in the 40s, like something maybe like a 42 to like a 42-7, 42-10, something like that. Who knows? My calling's off.
Mine's too. If we don't make changes to the secondary, if we don't change up our, we're going to put you guys out on the island with Wade and I can't think of the other guy's name right now. He got made to look stupid. At least one play this last one, but this last game. But if we don't make some changes, it's going to look, in my opinion, probably a lot more similar to how this is. We're going to come out heavy in the first half. We're going to get off slow in the second half, and maybe Fields will have to do something amazing, or Teague will have to do something amazing to pull this off. Because as we said, we were one play away from losing this game.
Or tying it.
Or tying it. Yeah, I mean,
I think we'll be fine. Ryan Day knows what the hell he's doing.
I'm going to say that it's going to be like maybe 40-28.
He just signed the number 2 wide receiver in 2022, and he signed the number 2 quarterback in 2021.
I think it was the number 1 quarterback.
Okay. I hope I'm wrong.
I get that, but a lot of our secondary, we're missing people like Okuda and Fuller, because those are the people that prevented the really big plays.
And our guys are young. We'll be fine. I think Illinois will be a good team to come out and loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's make it or break it. Honestly, there's a reason that we dropped from number 3 to number 4, and they put a team that lost above us.
That's all right.
I think we'll be okay.
Now. I do too.
I really do. And you know what, fellas? Ladies and gentlemen, I'll change that.
Boys and girls.
We will come back and we will bring you some NFL Week 11 reviews.
All right, a little AFC North talk.
Some AFC North talk.
Couple little extra side games.
Couple little extra side games. Couple little teasers over there for you. How about that?
All right, guys, we'll be back.